Yes, it's your vibrant velvet voice, Skywalker Payne. Welcome back for another ABCs of Anti-Racism. And today, the words are laughter and lies. And sometimes I like to compare two seemingly not even necessarily opposite words, but words that do have an impact in terms of anti-racism. First, let's look at lies. Lies. Lies are the basis of racism because the basic lie of racism is that, first of all, there is such a thing as a race, when biologically we are all of one human race. We genetically have some minor changes that make our skin color look different and our hair look different. But according to the scientists, 99 and over that percent, we're all the same. We all have the same kind of blood, the same organs, the same emotions, the same desires. And it's those desires and emotions that are really the root of racism. Because racism arises from the lie that one group of people is better than another group of people based on their skin color or where they've lived or how they've lived. When in reality, the impetus for this arises from greed, in the case of the original colonizers of countries and peoples of color, and fear on the part of those who do not know the other peoples. So white people could be afraid of black people. Black people could also be afraid of white people. Asian people could be afraid of Brazilians. Brazilians can be afraid of Aboriginals. Anyone can experience fear of something that is new or strange or they feel is a threat to their existence or way of life. And so that is how racism really developed out of these emotions and desires of primarily men. Now, it's not to say that women do not have some of these same desires, but by and large, through most of recorded history, we have not been allowed to be conquerors and explorers because we're busy taking care of the home front and keeping the species reproduced. So, therefore, we've dealt with the lie of race, which is the root problem of racism. Because all of these rules, all of these justifications, all of these economic and political and judicial meanderings and gerrymanderings and legal decisions have all been built upon the basic simple lie that there are different races of human beings. So if you first throw out that lie, you have to deal with what are we really dealing with? We are dealing with the unequal access to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in this country, which claims those qualities as part of our Declaration of Independence as a country. And here we are in the 21st century trying to take this away, trying to deny it to our own selves because of a lie. And what's most interesting is that the cards and the tables are getting turned, and this once supposedly white country is now, in the 21st century, a multicultural, multiracial, multi-ethnic, multi-language country. And to deny this is to deny the existence of millions of people in this country. So that's the lie. The lies we've grown up with, the lie which has created the schisms and the anxiety and the heartache of millions of people of all colors all around the world. So let's just call it for what it is. Race is a lie. That's not the problem. The problem is that everyone does not have access to education, to food, to health care, to housing, and to work. And until everyone does, we will have people who have needs and need help from those who are in better positions in life. So that's my take on the lie of race. And that's why we have the ABCs of anti-racism. Now, what isn't a lie is the laughter of Black people. We love to laugh and we love to talk and we love to tell stories. Now, I've been recently criticized by people close to me that I laugh at inappropriate times. So I'm not going to say if it's a cultural thing or not, but I laugh when I get tickled. And laughter should not ever be conceived as something inappropriate. It might not seem right to some people, but laughter for me is something that arises almost like a sneeze sometimes. It's a spontaneous reaction. And sometimes that laughter can actually be from embarrassment or insecurity. But by and large, laughter is good. By and large, laughter is what has kept Black people surviving in this country under situations that have killed millions. And this laughter is not built on making others feel bad, but too often built on demeaning ourselves. But sometimes laughter is just from the sheer joy of being alive, of being able to sing or dance or stand out in the sun and feel it on your face on a cold day. Laughter is what has kept Black people in this country pushing on after every time there's been a bit of progress made, there'd be a slap back. But now in the 21st century, we've made enough progress to keep saying, hey, the slaps aren't pushing us back anymore. Yes, we and other people of color are marching and taking care of business as entrepreneurs, as organizers, as researchers, as people intent on bringing to life the important goals and dreams of the Declaration of Independence. That all people have the right to life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. And that is, after all, quite simply what the ABCs of anti-racism is about. Pointing out how this concept of race has been used to prevent the people who actually built this country and assured its economic and military might above every other country simply because Black people were not getting paid. And no other country had 200 years of free labor with some of the best minds and bodies on the earth. So remember that there's lies and there's laughter. And the big lie is race. And that's why we are here with ABCs of anti-racism. Come back and join us for some more ABCs of anti-racism. Thank you for dropping by. Please subscribe, review, and share a comment if you want to help support the production of Vibrant Velvet Voice podcast or to experience an ancestral, racial, or spiritual story healing circle. Become a patron. Visit www.patreon.com/Vibrant Velvet Voice. That's patreon.com/Vibrant Velvet Voice. Your support helps me to keep going and helps us to create compassionate community. And remember, smile, breathe deeply, and be grateful.